Hello guys, Chris here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm going to be testing a GeForce GT 1030 2GB GDDR5 in Diablo 4. This one is the MSI Aero version of the card. It comes overclocked out of the box. I'm actually going to push it a little bit further here, because why not, right? Like this, you know, let's apply the overclock right there, just to extract a couple of more FPS, because I think it will make a difference with a card like this. Over in Tech Power Ups GPU-Z, you can see all of the GPU specs, and finally on the left we're pairing it with the i7 3770K overclocked to 4.5 GHz and 16 GB of DDR3 2400 MHz in dual channel, which I feel is quite a decent pairing for something like a 1030, you know? So let's get right into it, shall we? Oh boy. First up, let's go over the settings. I'm playing at 1080p using the lowest settings possible here. As you can see, aside from FSR, or the resolution percentage, which is not on the minimum, but yeah, everything is turned down to the lowest right here in the preset. Okay, right away we can see that these textures are pretty terrible. Oh yes, that's right, we gotta kill all of these guys. Wow, that was fast. Okay, so it's better for us to like get a horde after us and then throw our... oh boy! And then throw our magic things at them. Let's go. There it is. Oh my god, there are way too many right now. I don't want this. Oh boy. We might be screwed here. There's a big one right there as well. Revenants. Not enough mana. You could also say not enough VRAM, but since we're playing on the lowest settings, it seems like it's not really having much of an issue here. That's quite nice, actually. That could be a different story if you're running like 8 GB of RAM, because it's using more than 8 right there. The minimum requirements ask for 8 GB, which is interesting. I can't really test those, by the way, because my GTX 660 is dead. And initially, I was going to test the GT 1030 with the minimum requirements system, the i5 2500K and 8 gigs of RAM. I installed it, and then I noticed that system is only PCI Express 2.0. So that would handicap the 1030 by a ton. So I prefer to play like this with PCI Express 3.0 motherboard and the i7. The i7, by the way, is doing an awesome job, like 20% usage. That's really good for a CPU this old. It's 11 years old at this point, guys. It's crazy to think about, but these old i7s still manage to do a pretty decent job in a lot of titles. Obviously, the most intensive ones, oh my gosh, will struggle a lot. But most of the games from like 2020 and older will run absolutely fine on something like this i7. What the hell? Blood Magus! Nope, we don't want that either. Come on, get out of here. There we go. Alright, we just need to walk around, regenerate mana, grab some gold. There is gold everywhere. What the hell? Who is dropping gold like crazy? All good, guys. It's extremely playable with the GT 1030. I thought it wouldn't be because, again, the 660, GTX 660, is the minimum requirements GPU, and it's better than a GT 1030, actually. Quite a bit better, you know? Whoa, what is this? What the heck? Okay, what is happening here? Whoa, what are you guys doing? Also, this game at 1080p doesn't really look all that bad, even on a huge monitor like this one. It's 42 inches. It's a really, really big monitor for 1080p, but it's looking alright here. I'm impressed. Some games look super soft, you know? Also, that RAM usage is still at 10 gigs. It's not really moving from there, which is nice. Means that the VRAM or 2 GB of VRAM are actually enough here. And that's awesome to see. So do you need 60 FPS in a game like this? I really don't think so, but it's nice to have. So let's try to aim for that next, okay? I'm gonna enable FSR2 on quality and see how it looks as well, because this... oh my god, it sharpens the image like crazy. The DLSS only uses like 10 sharpening. This uses 90. Oh, but it doesn't look over sharpened. Interesting. Different technologies, different looks, I guess. It's getting around the same FPS, actually. I thought it was gonna be a lot better than this with FSR enabled. Like, when I switched to FSR on, I think we were seeing, like, what, 2 more FPS? Some effects on screen, by the way. Not a problem for a 1030. It's handling it like a champ, actually. And I did not expect it. You just gotta play at the lowest settings, of course, so you don't heavily run out of RAM and VRAM. And then you're gonna be fine. Okay, let's get inside of a little cave, I guess. Yeah, usually inside you get a bit less FPS, actually. But that's not the case. It's still in the 40s and 50s. Tons of them here again. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, I must die sometime in the near future, right? Because I'm not good at these games. No, stop throwing goo at me, you bastard. There we go. Ooh, these are some really nice gloves, actually. Oh, yes, look at that. Anyway, apparently we can play this game with the GT 1030 absolutely fine. To my surprise, they're not seeing me. Huh, interesting. Hello there! How are they not seeing me? I just want to see the difference between FSR and no FSR now in a still image like this one. 53 FPS, okay, is what we're getting with FSR on quality. And now turning off FSR puts us... Oh boy. At 47. So there is a bit of performance to be had by enabling FSR. It's just not night and day. I didn't even notice a difference gameplay-wise and smoothness-wise. So there's that. I think I would just disable it because it looks a little bit better to me without FSR enabled. So all in all, you can play Diablo IV on a GT 1030 on low settings and 1080p native. Now, what about medium settings? Since low actually worked kind of well, I want to try this out next, okay? Right, so we're getting 25 FPS right here on the medium settings preset, native 1080p. I think inside of the game it gets slightly higher frames, but it's not looking promising. Alright, textures are also not really looking that great. You know, like this ground looks kind of terrible. But at least it's daytime now. Okay, I like it better during daytime. And I mean, a game like this, I usually say, it's actually playable even with this kind of FPS, you know. 20 plus frames per second would probably be playable here. It's just that if you have the option to play with much higher frames, just take it, right? Even if it means play on low settings. I would definitely go for like 40 plus FPS all of the time, or 35 plus, then 25 plus. Yeah, it is not that enjoyable. Let's see if FSR makes a difference, alright? You know what? Let's try like ultra performance, just to see if it is actually working properly, because the resolution percentage doesn't really change when I'm changing the FSR values. But yeah, yeah, okay, it's super pixelated right now. Getting 60s, look at that. Amazing. With a little bit of stuttering still. Of course, ultra performance is just terrible. I'm gonna set it back to quality here. That looks much better. And it gets us 40 frames per second. That's not too bad. I'm gonna start counting the FPS and play like this for a little bit now. Oh boy, I can hear a ton of them. Definitely looks a lot better now. Maybe it's because it's daytime and the colors just pop more and stuff. Gosh, damn it. Okay. What the hell is that? Oh my! Oh my! That's a ton of bats! Jesus! Alright, let's go down here. I don't really care. 1% lows are at 30 now. That's alright. A little bit more stuttery than at low settings once again. Oh, yeah, that was a big one there. But I mean, the RAM usage is not really too high. It's not going over the 10 gigabyte mark by a lot. Jeez! No, more of them. Ooh, now we're seeing some vegetation around us and things are already dropping again. Oh my god, so many there. These look like zombies, guys. Holy crap. Holy crap. Freaking bobs everywhere, mate. Jesus, stop following me around. I want to change the settings. I can't do it if you guys keep following me. We need to kill all of them. Let's do this. I want balanced FSR next. Let's go. Let's go. I need to heal myself. There we go. Ooh, what am I doing? Oh, I tried to walk. Oh, with the WASD, but of course it opens menus. Alright, gotta walk with the mouse. Heal myself again. There we go, all good. Aside from the 300 bastards after us. Oh, jeez. Alright. Nice. Nice. What is this? Oh, we're leaving a lot of gold behind, aren't we? It's looking pretty nice, but you can't really enjoy the visuals very well at 30 FPS is what I'm noticing here. Like, it doesn't have motion blur, but the FPS are so low that you can't really appreciate all of the little details. Have we found a little settlement? Oh yes, finally we're safe, guys. Hello, Roach. How's it going, buddy? Everything all right here today in Diablo? I hope it is. I love Roach. 1% lows are pretty bad, though, because of the stuttering, but... I mean, I really was expecting worse coming from a GT 1030. Let's try it on performance for a little bit, okay? And still doesn't look completely awful. But it's getting really low FPS for some reason. No, it was just applying, okay. Yeah, it's very similar, though, to balanced FSR. Both in terms of visuals and in terms of performance. Of course, there's a bit of more noise and pixelation around your character on performance, the FSR. It's not really too bad. Alright, oh boy. Oh boy. What are these? Giant bats. Of course. Of course. I lack the need of mana? No, we do need some mana. Why do these guys never help me do anything? Alright, there's not much else to it, right? I'm gonna set it back to native 1080p and adjust some things. Okay, so I'm gonna set the shadows to low, turn off dynamic shadows and soft shadows. Fog, I don't really care about fog, honestly. Fur, well, fur looks nice. Terrain, geometry, detail... Physics, yeah, let's turn that down. Okay, and distortion, yeah, why would we like some distortion in our image? I don't like it. And like this, and it's still pretty bad. Still very close to 30 FPS there. But maybe at 720p it's gonna look a little bit better on medium settings, you know? Or adjust settings. Let's call them custom settings now. Ooh! Close to 60 frames, and it's not looking terrible either. All right. Okay, down into the 40s now. Okay, that's around the same as we were seeing at 1080p low. At 720p custom, or low to medium, I guess. It's not too bad, honestly. What is this? Get inside of here, see the FPS inside. Sorry for the screen tearing, by the way. It's annoying me a lot as well, but... well, it happens whenever we are close to 60 frames per second and we don't have VSync enabled. And that's because I am using a capture card to record everything, so we don't lose performance while recording. Oh boy! Some more effects coming. This guy has some fire effects on him. Let's go. Nice. I like it. And it's not dropping a lot. 720p might be the way to go to play with the GT 1030, guys. It's actually really good. I was expecting a lot worse coming from it. Why am I not using the... I was clicking to use the health potions. I couldn't do it. There it is. We made it. We made it. Where's the chest? There it is. Beautiful. Let's heal ourselves. A couple of little stutters there. VRAM and RAM usages are still the same as they were at 1080p, so that's interesting. And it is smooth and playable, around 60 frames per second. So if you want that 60 FPS experience on average, you can have it by using 720p low to medium settings on a 1030. Thanks very much for watching this video. That's been it. I'll be back soon with another Diablo 4 video for you guys. Or maybe a Last of Us one. Let me know what you want in the comments down below. Thanks for watching again. Love you all. Bye-bye.